Hello and welcome everyone to a new game dev stream. We have no plans today, like always it seems. We have no plans. We just roll with it. We just YOLO. Um, but today I have plans to play a game with a friend, and as soon as I get texted, I will probably leave the stream. So I'm hoping we can get at least 1 hour, but if not, that's okay. All right, let's just get started coding. Let's get some work done. Hold on. There's some. I don't know. Yeah, you guys can hear all the sounds that I'm making back here. Okay, let's get started. So I want to fix the item menu has been bugging me. The item menu pop up here when we click here when we try to use an item. This is off, and that has been bugging me. And I think I know why exactly. So if we go back here, we set the screen size to the original, the base game size. We take a look at the at this menu, it shows up fine here. It's fine here, but when we increase the size of the window, see how it gets screwed up. So we basically need to hold on, let me check here. If I do this, yeah, if I do this too, so we basically have to multiply the position vector by a scaling factor, which gets calculated in the viewport. So I have in this game, or the way I'm coding the viewport is we have, hold on, let me check. There's a level node where everything is configured here. Here, the game's viewport. This is where all the where the game actually gets displayed within this viewport, within this sub viewport. And this is so that the screen size is consistent, so that even if you the pixel size that we're displaying is consistent, even if we like stretch the window like this. And also you see how it's switching dynamically between aspect ratios depending on the window size. That's what this game's of viewport code does, and it handles the position logic for basically the game itself, how it's displaying on the window. Godot has some built-in functionality for this, but I don't like it because it doesn't really work well for pixel art, so I made my own. It is code. And I think fixing the menu should be as easy as just... There's something wrong sometimes. Sometimes I cannot open this menu, and I don't know why. Anyway, is it because of... Huh, interesting. Was it... No, I don't know. Something's off when I... Something's so weird. Oh, when I click and I press... Huh. Oh, I think this UI is eating some of the input. The athletic... Oh gosh, I need to fix that. Yeah. I click the text and I press escape and the menu does not... This menu does not show up. Okay, so this label is eating some of the input. That's bad. Anyway, actually, let's fix this first because this is already starting to bother me. And then we'll come back to the sub viewport. Okay, let's go. Let's do the update. I like updating my Neovim plugins all the time. Okay, so we're gonna go quickly to the... No, it was the level UI... Level up UI notifications or something. Yeah, this. Actually, what we need is just a no, because we can configure this properly. We just need to disable focusing on the... I think on this. Filter, ignore. Yeah, we want to ignore, and then everything else should be inherited when we filter. No, ignore. Actually, we don't even need this. But I don't want to ignore this too. Hold on. Let's always ignore the mouse. Yep. Always ignore the mouse. And then what we want to do is the focus. Mode none. This. We want all of them to be in none. Let's just search for mode. None. Mode none. Mode none. Oh, so they're all in none. So let's see again. If I start the game, I click, I press escape. Something is eating the input. Something is eating the input. Okay, let's inspect the scene tree. Let's go start. Okay, so we have all these nodes, right? Then we have the gosh, it could be anything here. Okay, let's go back to the HUD. So the mode on all this stuff is just none. Which is good. So none of this can... Hold on. If... Let me try something else real quick. So if I start the game and I press escape, this happens. Now when we... Okay, so this is possible. When I click and I press... So something happens when I click that eats the escape button. Oh gosh. It's only when clicking. What happens when I click? What am I actually doing when I click? Oh no. I honestly don't know why this is happening. All right. You know what? We have a trusty possible debugger here. So when we run the level node, if we run it by its own, we should be able to replicate the same behavior. So we can escape, and if I click and escape, there we go. So this is happening. All right. We can debug stuff here. Let's do this first. Let's I don't think we need any of these changes. The mouse on the mouse filter within the level ups notification. So let me undo this change. We don't need that. Then on the tomb, I was just messing around with the item IDs. That's okay. We're not gonna do any of that. Let's reload from disk. Let's close everything else. Let's focus on this. We are going to hide everything. We're going to run. Okay, run again. If I click and I press escape, this is when the problem happens. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna delete one of these menus, save, run, click, escape. Still being eaten. I'm going to delete this, save, escape, escape here. There's an issue. So if I delete this dialog mode, this is okay. We can fix this bug. 11. Only one plus menu. Here, 11. It is instance. What is this? Is instance valid? Now. So it's not this. Want to save. Run. Click. Escape. It's still being eaten. Going to delete this. Save. I'm going to run the scene. Click escape. Still being eaten. So is it something within the all-in-one pause menu itself? Alright, so somewhere in here. Let's keep digging. Game, GUI, gameplay UI. All-in-one pause menu. Oh gosh, we have so many bots today. We're going to check. Yeah, I'm going to check for accept events. So in the items tab, we do an accept event. Let's see. I'm gonna print here for accepting print. Accepting event. You got cancel. So when I click here and I press escape, nothing happens. Like it doesn't get eaten. So wait, the problem is not this, it's this. Is when I click here. Huh, interesting. So the code, the problem is not within the somewhere in here it's eating. Let's check the mode. Hold on. Let me check the somewhere in here. The mode for the yeah, this is fine. But the focus mode done. Oh, this is the problem. I don't want this. I think this is a problem. Okay, let's check the what thing happens here. Then let's try here. Oh, that was the problem. Oh my god, that was so annoying. So in the sub viewport container. Yeah, because it's grabbing the focus of a container that's outside this game sub viewport. And it's eating the input. Oh gosh, yeah, that needs to be fixed. Okay. Well, we fixed it. Let's add this change. Oh gosh, so many bots today. Yeah. Get out of here, bot. Here, the level, not the level node, the sub viewport. Okay. Set focus mode to none. Okay. This avoids we're clicking the game screen. Pressing with a single escape input, intending to open the all in pause menu. No feedback at all. Okay, all right. Now we can do all the other changes. Reload from disk. Oh wait, no, we're gonna add this all-in-one pause menu change because we want this. If the dial check dialog instance is valid before. calling a routine. And then the level node, we screwed the level node up, and we want to undo this change. Reload from disk. Okay, so now when we run the game, you're getting an error here. Okay, let's just do. I don't know. These there have been some weird changes to the editor, and I'd rather refresh the whole thing. Now, when I click and I press escape, oh yeah, no input is getting in. Okay, great. Now, let's go back to fixing the position of the pop-up menu. So yeah, what was happening before I continue doing that? So when we click items and we do here to use, so again, this is using the coordinate system of the base game. So when we go back here and we try to, oh gosh, my brain just farted, and we try to use an item. Oh gosh, I got another button kick. Seriously. So many bots. Okay, so when we this coordinate system that it's using is global. It's assuming that we have this window size, and that's why when we increase, you see it get stuck for a little second. It doesn't move at all. So we need to, every time we resize the window, we need to reposition the pop-up menu by a scale factor. I think that's the correct fix. So let's go to oh my god, another bot. I really need to figure out how to not get spammed. Maybe on kick. I might just ignore it. Okay. So let's go back to the game sub viewport code. So here, I think we have a signal, don't we? We do not. We should add a signal here. Signal, because this is already connected to another signal. Yeah, the Windows size changed. This is a custom signal within my Godot version. Because this signal does not exist in vanilla Godot. Then what we want to do is every time we change, every time we process the Windows stretch mode, we want to yeah, we know this. I know how to fix that. I already fixed this issue. Let's add that just that change real quick. Remove implemented to do control nodes just need to be within the oh wait, no, that's right. Is it? I think I know. Yeah, I know what's happening. So Do you see how this is not really pixelated? This is a smooth border. This should be pixelated. And this here right here should be pixelated too, and it's not. But I think we can just change the... Yeah, we can just add a texture to it. Hold on. Let me discard this change. No. It seems we only need to add style. Implement style to the control. But yeah, there's no way to make it properly render at a lower resolution, which is not good, because I really wanted this to look different. So when you go tiny, really tiny, like you can see it getting pixelated. There's no way it's not gonna get pixelated. You don't have enough pixels in the window, but when you make it big, this is still smooth. And I want it like this, like the bitmap font that I'm using here. Bitmap font. Okay, I was banning another bot on Kick. So many bots today. Right. So what else in here? Just the position of that. So what we want to do, we want to add a signal here. Signal. Let's do a different signal. Signal. Proportion changed, maybe. So this. Hold on. So right here. Why do we track the last aspect ratio? We never use it. So we can clean this. Yeah, we never use the last aspect ratio. We just check for it. It's gonna be cleaned. Hmm. So yeah, that and then I think what I want is the ratio from the base game. Yeah, from the games of viewport size. No, 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 no. There is. I forget the. Do I get this from project settings? No. What do I get from project settings? I'm just figuring out how I organize this code because I don't remember much. I do remember that we do set the games of viewport. I have a specific. Oh no, I did clean this out. Don't I? Yeah, yeah, I did clean this out. Or somewhere in settings manager. Hold on. Let me. I want to open settings manager on the stream because I have some another encryption keys there that I don't want to leak. Oh yeah, yeah. So here, do I use settings manager here? I do. I do. Get game resolution here. Like game viewport size. Don't they have an extra? Oh, here it is. This is what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. Because this is the game viewport size itself. This is at which resolution the game is being rendered. This used to show up here. I was confused. Um, and this is the viewport width. This viewport width and height is just basically the window size. Which is different from the game so viewport size itself. Okay, so this is just the initial window size when the player first starts the game. Okay, yeah, so what we want to do is do a get game resolution. And then just do a ratio. Window to, no. Game viewport size to window. Size ratio changed. P ratio. I think this is all we need really. I know it's on news right now. And then right here, I would do is game resolution. Can I divide? I think I can divide this by the window size. Window. This should give me. This is vector math, and division should be like I imagine it to be. I don't expect to get a scalar. I expect to get a vector. the x component divided by the... We have a vector test here that I've been messing around with vectors. Okay. Wait, does this actually work? Huh. So you can access the vector by index. I forgot about that. Okay, hold on. I want to do another test real quick. Vector 2, 1, 1 divided by vector 2, 2, 2, 2. So I should get a vector that's 0.5, 0.5. Yeah, and if I do 4 here, should be like 0.25, 0.5. Yeah, right. That's exactly what I want. Okay. All right. Then we want to make the signal window game. Oh, this dot emit. Can I initialize this as vector 2? This way we should get the proper division. Here it's the same thing. We have the window size, we just need to emit the signal. I could also just access the components, but casting should be fine. It makes it clear the purpose of the code. So now we emit the signal every time we resize, and then what I can do is go back to the items tab. You can get a reference to the games of viewport, right? We have a get instance here. I don't have a get instance. How do I access this then? Hold on. Wait, what? Oh, I did access it through the level node. Yeah, because everything goes under the level node, and it makes sense to just access everything, all the groups through the... But I like not having to access the level node all the time. Why did I do this? Why did I do access via the level node? I don't know. Let's take a quick peek at the code base really quick, because I don't remember. I think we have a level node get instance, right? Level node get instance. We use this in one spot, and it's actually to get the games with viewport. Only one spot. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, we're removing this. Boys, we're removing this. Yeah, I don't like this. Because the level node is just a dumb node for... This should be just a dumb node for organizing all the nodes in the level itself. Is there anywhere else where I use the level node? Only one spot where we do the get instance. No. Boys, we're removing this. All of it, all of it, all of it. Get out of here. And then we'll go back here. We'll do games of viewport. This has a class, right? The game sub viewport. Yeah, it has a class. Yeah, just do game sub viewport. Hey, game sub viewport. Is this global? And then I think I'm gonna call this to game sub viewport container. Because I don't like the fact that this is a sub viewport and then just calling this game sub viewport is very confusing. And game sub viewport container, this is also how do I call this? Game display container. That sounds good. Game display container. Alright, we are going to do some refactoring here. So let's first start with these level node. Let's get this out and remove the... Delete this from the global. Yes. Delete. Alright. No level node. And here we're gonna do a get instance. Singleton manager. Get tree. I need to regenerate the constants. Global group constants. Just regenerate this. Now here I can do get tree. Get first node in group global group constants. Game report. Actually, yeah, I was gonna rename that. Report. Let's rename it right now. Game display. I was gonna do game sub viewport display. So I like the idea of knowing that this is a sub viewport, but the display name also specifies that it's how the sub viewport is being displayed. Okay, and then this is gonna be game sub viewport display. We're gonna change the name of the constant here. Name this report display. We're gonna regenerate the constants. Okay. For display. This looks good. Looks good to me. And I have, where do I have this? Oh yeah, because we use this a lot when, yeah, I don't, this is a very minor performance enhancement. Keeping a reference to settings manager singleton directly. And this is not a, yeah, this is ref count, that's good. Okay. This seems to work fine, I think. There's something off that I forgot to do. Okay, so in the player, level node. level. Okay. So we have another error. Okay, yeah, the level node code, but we already removed the script, so the script's not being used. So we're going to find level node.gd, and then we're just gonna remove this because this is no longer needed. Then we should not get the compilation error now, because oh wait, we're still getting an error. Okay, in the items tab.gd 309. Oh, here. This is where we're gonna be like game.get instance on the get game sub viewport. This is a static function. Okay, let's take it for a spin again. Okay, now, yeah, this is fine. All of this works. You have to click here first, then click here. Okay. 309. The item stop again? 309. Oh wait, did I? Yeah, this is fine. Let me again. It was when I click here, and I double click here. Post my items tab. 819. Oh wait, did I not properly add the node? I did not add the group. Guess it will just right here. Now it should work. I want to do this. Click, click, click. Yep. This is fine. All right, this works now. Let's start committing changes. So we change a bunch of stuff here. Let's start with the level node. Actually, all these changes make sense. Yeah, we're gonna add this. Just add everything. Yeah. Let's add everything. Simplify kings. Access. Yeah. Global group. Yeah, global group. And this also mixes in let me just dispatch also the level node global group level node is just a node for that organizes. It helps organize all the nodes that are required for most scenes. Okay. We shouldn't have a script. Okay. So the global group start, we spotted one issue with the formatting of the global group constant. Okay, so here we want to modify this really quick. So we just saw an issue on not an issue, just a pre-commit problem with the generator class from here. Extends, what do we extend here? Oh, here we just want one more line here and that's it. To conform to GDScript formatter format spec. Let's just add this. Hold on, let me double check that if we rerun it now. Yeah, that's okay. We're going to just got this change. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. Make the global group constants generator conform to the script or matter. For formatting. Alright, push this change. Push me, and then just touch me till I can get my satisfaction. Alright. What else? So we have this, and we were making those changes to fix the items tab menu. Okay, now we have access to the games of viewport display easily, and then on the pop-up menu, what we can do is bind its position, like wrap around the position to a callback, so that we can update the position of the pop-up menu. Oh, wait, no, actually, I don't need the signal. Games of viewport, and I need to rename the file to games of viewport display, but I don't need the signal really. No, this is not needed, because the second we start resizing the viewport, the pop-up is gonna disappear, and that's normal pop-up menu behavior. So when we position, so what we want, hold on, no, is instead of emitting a signal, get game, hold on, what was the name of this? Func get games of viewport size, the window size ratio changed. Ratio. I think I only want this, because now we can just calculate this value. There's no need to emit anything. We can calculate this the second we need it from the for the pop-up menu. Yeah. Yep. So, and these are two values that are static. It's just this. Really, what we want is just this. Here. Mm, then we want this is this return. This. Is this it? This is it, boys. This is it. Ugh. Are we gonna position the pop-up menu correctly now? I hope we are. Let's see. Testing, testing. Pop-up menu. Where are we setting the position? Set position here. So, hold on. Games of viewport display. Equals this. Games of viewport display. And with games of viewport display times. But get this. This should be correct. What is happening here? Oh, there's an error on the in here. Here, we don't need this at all. The emit signal. I'm not going to emit anything. No. We run items use. Hey! I think I'm doing it wrong. I think it's the opposite. Window size divided by. Oh, it works. And see when we resize, it's off, but it should still be fine. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is a bit weird here though. What if I scroll a little and then I do this? Ooh. This is not bad at all. It's a bit weird the lower I go though. Hmm. See, the lower I go, the lower this goes. Hmm. I don't like this. This is a bit off. There's probably something. So that was vibe coded. We'll probably need to fix. I'll probably need to sit down and do some vector math here. Okay, I'll take a quick break. I'll be back real quick. I need to use the restroom, like always. Well, we're getting there. We're fixing this pop-up menu today. Okay, I'll be back really quick. Alright, I'm back. Let's continue working on the game. I wonder, I'm gonna creep on the other developers on. Oh, there's so many with just one viewer like me. I mean, I'm my own viewer. Damn, so many developers with just one viewer, so I'm not the only one. Oh, and a lot of them have cams too. Okay. Yeah, popping off as a developer on Twitch is hard because this is such a niche, especially as a game developer, because this is such a niche um field. It's such a hard field too. Making a whole game by yourself, it's just, my God, it's a huge effort. It's so much more wild than writing a book, or because you could do something, anything that's so much easier than a game. But somehow, what I want to leave behind is a game, not a book. I thought about, leaving behind a good book, but there are so many great books out there, and I feel that that's not the extent of what I can give at all. Like, I can put so much more effort on making a video game, because that's what I'm really interested in. And there's also like a bunch of other psychological things going on in the background that I'm not gonna talk about. I mean, I could talk about, but there's no one here to talk about it. But if you watch the indie game developer, what was it? Indie game developer movie? Hold on. Indie game developer movie, is it? Indie game, the movie, that movie. A bunch of those psychological standpoints are exposed there. So I think it captures at least the essence of a chunk of game developers. Not all of them, but a chunk of them. I do see myself reflected in that movie to an extent. Others not so much, but it's just that the reality. Yeah, the reality is that the game, the movie itself makes it seem like if you beat up yourself emotionally, you can get a good game. Or you'll be successful, which is not true at all. Like, some people criticize the movie because of that. And it's not really beating up yourself emotionally. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't have the right words right now. I have not thought too much about it. But yeah, some other game developers like to take up more what is it, business point of view for the game themselves. Let's make a really small thing that just does what I want it to do, and then release it. Let's see if it sells. If it sells, we improve upon it, we rebrand it, and then we release it again. I sort of build momentum like that. Or sometimes they just stick to a very specific niche genre that they like to code in. A game that they find pleasure in working on. Which is much simpler than a very big complex project. Like, say, an RPG doing it on your own. So a lot of indie developers don't really do RPGs. I mean, that's what I think, at least. Here, I mean, I'm trying to replicate Skyrim, and Skyrim is a huge game. I'm not trying to add all the content of Skyrim at all, because that's not the goal, but I want to add a specific game loop, a specific game feel. And for that, I don't need to add like a bunch of story. I have a story in mind that I want to add, but Still not there yet. Okay, we were working on here. The pop-up position. Let's see what should we do here. So this is just, let's go line by line. My math brain is probably not gonna work properly, but let's just try. So it's working with global position, which is fine, and the item right position. Oh, so we get the, okay. So here, okay, this is something that I wanted to do, right? So I remember that, so here, it could be that we need to do vector 2i here. Actually, what if I do this? Oh, okay. Sorry about it. Okay. What if I do floor? Then do we get the same, like, run the... This is probably gonna be... Oh, so there's some floating point error. Okay. Let's do round. Yeah, so there's some floating point error that we're it's still doing it though. What the hell? Look at this. No, I feel like I feel like I did this wrong. Let's do this again. Yeah, this looks right to me. Look at the game resolution, the game. No, this looks wrong. And then we also, I think we also want to add an offset. Hold on. This looks wrong. This looks wrong. Yeah. Here's what's happening. So if, let me remove the round. I know what's wrong. I think I know what's wrong. So this is fine. Item stab. Round. So if in here it's gonna be wrong when we try to use an item. Yeah, it's gonna be wrong. This difference is because of the window ratio that we're not considering. So when I do this, if I, you see this back border here? I'm adding that on purpose because I think it's gonna screw with the calculation. See? It's eating more into the... Yeah, and if I do this, when I go down, that's the problem. Now, if I quit and start, and then I go here, 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 this is gonna look fine even if I go down. Still looks a bit off. For the most part, looks fine. Oh, no, it's fine because right here, it's calculating the bottom of the... Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. It's calculating the bottom of the of the pop-up menu. So the trash is able to display. So that's why it's a bit up here. So this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Although here it looks a little bit downward though. Oh no, this is fine. This is consistent. This is okay. This looks fine now. Now, if we add the black bars, this is gonna look off. Oh, wait, this looks fine. It's not actually fine though. Because the border, what's happening is that the border that it's calculating here. Okay, actually, I'm gonna try and vibe code this. So I know we need to consider multiple things, multiple what's it called, like borders into consideration from here, because the games of viewport, this container, I think this gets changed. The aspect ratio changes. And we need to make, I think I need to also add the offset between this position and the position of this, actually no, of this node, I think. Because this viewport has a position too as well, a transform. If it has transform, what position? No, I think the transform position is given by the sub viewport container itself. Yeah, which is all right. Okay. I want to try and vibe code this to see if this doesn't display as we want it to, even if we vibe code it. Okay, let's do some vibe coding here. Let me save these changes because I want to save. Implement ratio calculation. Math is still wrong. Ratio calculation for pop-up menu placement. The math is still off. Yeah, that's okay. All right. We're going to see if the vibe code, if the AI can do some mathing. Go over game sub viewport. The files. The window can be resized and the game's viewport gets adjusted. The problem we are having is that the pop-up menu does not consider menu placement at items tab. Does not consider the non-displayed, what's it called? Is global. Wait, no, this is wrong. I can do a transform from local space to global. I mean, what I'm thinking is not wrong. What the AI did is wrong. It's using global coordinates. But let them stop itself. That work for a specific initial resolution. This manager itself does not It's this is a bit hard to explain than actually doing the math. I don't know if it understands me. Fix the math of it. Some offsets are not being considered. Can you figure out those? Let's see if it can actually do this math. I think it might be able to, but I'm not sure. This is simple math. And I was able to do the initial pop-up menu position, so... And I did well, actually, surprisingly well. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna go look for some art. Let's just leave that working there. Let's just go and dig some art. Because I think I have a bunch of art from the same creator. Raven Fantasy. It's a Clockwork Raven. There's a bunch of stuff here that we can use. We have magic and enchantment items. I wanted to add enchantments. Okay, we're gonna dig into this really quick. I'm excited. Okay, we're gonna look into items. I think I already saw a bunch of these icons earlier in one of the other... Oh gosh, I'm moving the mic. In one of the earlier map icon packs. Give me a second, guys. Okay. So yes, we have some scrolls. I don't know what those symbols are. A book. Oh my god, I really like this book. I like this scroll. This is for like upgrading items. Ah. I don't know what this is. Looks like a stone. A broken stone. I wanted to add runes to the game. Like some of this. That's a book. I think no. Yeah, I'm starting. Am I starting again? No, I'm not. This looks like another book, right? Yeah. Like a tiny monster book or something. It's more of the same, just different color palettes. Okay. Yeah, that was the last item. Right. Let's take a look at other art here. We have like a starter pack. I don't know what this means. Let's take a look. Oh, we have more potions here. We have more like leaves and stuff. And fungus. So many cute items. Can I make this bigger? I don't think I can make it bigger. No, I'm just scrolling. Wait, I should be able to make it bigger. No, I can make it smaller. I mean, display more things on screen. Ooh, this is a nice view. So many things here. I feel like I want to add this icon pack too. I like the potions, but oh, we have green what is this? Is this no, this looks like greenish. No. I want it greener. I mean, I could change the color. But I'm okay with the other potions. The other potions look good. And there are a bunch of items here. Cloaks and stuff. What is this? Like tiny books? Yeah. Okay. Wait, was that everything? Hold on. Did I... Are there really 1,000 images in here? Wow, there are 1,000 images in here. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look at another icon pack. These are shields. I don't know if I want to add shields to the game. Yeah, a ton of shields. Although they look kind of cool. Maybe I should add shields because I have a defense modifier. I don't think there's gonna be magic defense. Although maybe I should add magic defense. What is this Spider-Man shield? Oh, okay, no, it looks like Spider-Man to me. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, it's basically the same variation. Okay. And I saw a cool one. What was it around here? Saw something. Oh yeah, like a holy shield, like a devil shield, demon shield. Yeah, look to the art. Actually, let's see if the AI finished. It did. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a look at the change. Now let's see if it actually helps. Items. Okay, and if it actually fixed it. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah. It fixed it. Oh my god. No mathing. I'm just gonna add the change. Hold on, let's take a quick look. Hold on, I want to take a look at it. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Get some people get right position. Plus pop position times. Yeah, this is the position that was off. Yep, just like I expected. This is the offset that was not. Wow, I'm impressed. It actually fixed it. Okay. Fix pop-up menu position. What the fuck? We actually wipe coded this change and the AI was able to fix it. Okay. Mm-mm. So many bots on Kick. Oh my god, another one just now. Okay, let's continue. I heard something on my door. I'll be back real quick. Maybe someone's at my door. What? I'll be back. All right, I am back. I'm definitely gonna disable the chat on my Kick. Because it's really a pain. I have so many bots today. Um, how can I? So many bots. I'm getting botted so bad on Kick. How can I disable the entire chat? I think someone is listening to my chat, to my my stream on Kick and botting me on purpose. Like what the hell? So many bots. I'm getting botted. So many. Okay, chat appearance. No. Hold on. I need to Google how to uh change how to change Kick chat to followers only. Oh, okay. I can just do follower. Okay, I switched my Twitch chat, Kick chat, to followers only. Wow. So many bots on Kick. That was such a pain. Okay, I'm back. I was texting someone. I can barely hear the music. Let's increase the music a little. All right, let's keep going. So we have the the new menu working like we want. So pretty. Let's go. Although it would be nice to see the amount maybe. Because I don't see the amount. But you can see it before you actually, and if you click and then you go back. Yeah, which is fine, I think. You can rearrange, you can use the potion. Why the item was not used? Wait, is that implemented? If I use this stamina potion first, this one, and then this one. Oh, it doesn't get used. Okay, cool. All right. So we have weapons. We have spells. I want to remove that. Let me go back to the player. So I want to disable the knife spell. It's currently enabled by default. So now we have only the sword. Ooh. Amount of damage is I'm doing it's crazy low. Oh, this is a problem. I forgot about this. So when we enter the... Yeah, let me remove the aura too. I think I added that to the enemy chasing. No, because I wanted that aura. So that was just for testing purposes. Get out of there. Okay. Let's just continue testing. So when I press that, okay. What we want to do is, I'm gonna go here. Go to GD. Let's actually make some commits here. Zero knife spell. Later. What is this? Oh yeah. Remove auto test. Chase. Reload from disk. We're gonna work on the player. So we have, let's update the plugins really quick. We have a state machine that we use for the player based on Limbo AI. And I think, do we have an interacting stage? No, we don't. So we want to add an interaction. Let's do idle to interaction. We do idle to interaction, then move to interaction. And I think we only want this to and we also want to add an interaction node, interaction state in the player. So we're gonna add a limbo state. It's going to be interaction limbo state. I'm gonna add a node here, states. Then we're gonna copy, select the move. And what we're going to do is when we enter, first off, let's go back to the, let's go to the move limbo state here. We'll work on the interaction limbo state in a second. So here, if we're moving, we don't want to dash. If hold on, the interaction component, what does it do again? It triggers this is a to-do we have here. We connect this. How does this work? I forgot. So there's some signal handling happening in the background. Oh yeah, so when we get close to an item, it gives us an interactable prompt data, right? Which is what we see on the screen. So I get close. Let me remove the enemies from the enemy chase. So I don't want any enemies right now. So when I get close, I get this prompt. This is code that gets injected into the player. And it says that if I press the A button, or if I... Why am I not getting the... I should be getting prompts for the... This is bad for the keyboard, because I'm using the keyboard right now. Oh no, this is bad. Okay, let me fix that. We're having issues with the input stuff today. Let me device texture path generator. No, device type manager. There's something off here. Ah, that's right. So something changed in Godot recently that I had to... Yeah. Forgot about this. I'll dig into this later. Off stream, probably. Because I know... I wonder if we can vibe code this as well. So right now the device type is not changing. Okay, could you check device type and figure out why the device type is not changing? I'm using the keyboard and the device texture is not giving me textures because it means that the device type is not being changed properly. I don't think the AI is gonna be able to fix this, and because I'm using a very recent version of Godot that in which there's basically no documentation. But we'll see. In the meantime, I can continue working on the state. Yeah, on the state management for the interaction itself. So we'll just let it be, let it run there, and then we'll do some design over the state management here. Let's just close this because the AI is going to be touching a bunch of the code. And actually, let me... Let me just add all this stuff because I don't want the AI to touch any of this. I want to make sure that I'm the one touching. This is just for tracking what the AI is changing. Let's see if it works. I don't think that's gonna work, but I'm just gonna test it. Ooh. Wait, what? Hold on. Let me connect my joypad. Does it work? Bro, my coding today has been working. It has been working. Hold on. Let me go get my joypad. What? It's working. So I touched the keyboard right now. Let me touch it. Hold on. It's not input here. We get keyboard. We touch the joypad. We get the... Oh my god. It's working. Okay, let me check what it changed. Um, okay. So it's normalizing. Okay, so I added... Yeah. Okay, so this looks good to me. Why do we need to normalize the input event device ID? Ah. So it's writing them to specific... okay. This makes sense. Because device 0 is always... But I don't like the fact that... I don't like the fact that we are not actually mapping these two. This keyboard event. Okay. I think this is fine for now. Okay. I don't like the fact that we're normalizing the input events ID. Because this is stupid. It's returning 0 here. When it should return, according to this, it could return anything from 0 to 15. And we're just returning 0. No, this is stupid. This is true for all versions of Godot, because usually only one keyboard is supported and it defaulted back to device 0. But here, this is wrong. Just return the device here. It should be fine as well. No, let me ask it to not normalize. Not normalize device ID. Look at the comment. Godot will have support for multiple keyboards in the future. I want specific device ID for the keyboard, even if the keyboard on all versions of Godot default value. Guys, let's see, but not anymore. We are using. Let me check if that's true. Input event.h, I think it was. Hold on. Let me see. So we're looking for device ID internal. Device ID here. Yeah. This is still true. And I think the guy is pooping. Okay. Okay, just like another look at the device. I don't like that it keeps wrapping around shit. I don't want... Oh gosh, it keeps... Keeps wrapping... This is just bad. It's just mapping it to a specific device. No. It's just mapping it to the same. Well, device ID emulation is fine. Although... I suppose this is fine. I don't like it. But yeah, we may need to... Do we need to wrap it? No, I don't think so. Hold on. Let me just take the code for another test. But I really like vibe coding this portion. It's not working. It's not even working now. Okay, no. No, we're not vibe coding this. We're gonna touch this ourselves directly later. We're going to discard all changes here. Okay. I'm gonna ignore that change because I've tried vibe coded before and it's the way the AI works is just awful. I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll be back in a few minutes. I need to stretch. And we'll get to work on we're gonna ignore the device texture. We're just gonna work on the limbo state. Make sure we can read these signs and interact with chests and stuff. All right, I'll be back in a second. I mean, in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Let's continue working on this. Boom, 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 boom. I think I'm gonna start singing like a crazy guy from now on, because no one is here. So no one is listening. And that means I can just do whatever the hell I want. So, I can sing weird songs. I mean, as long as I don't play DRM music, like copyrighted music, I don't want my streams to be muted for weird periods of time. Because a lot of the stuff that I say matters when it comes to game development. Although not always. Where's my phone? I just heard my phone. I just felt my phone. Hold on 1 second. I need to reply to this text message. Alright, getting back to game development. Let's go. We were working on the limbo state. This is all broken. We're gonna fix it right now. So we want a player function. What is dashing? We want something like is interacting. Is interact. If I remember, we can just do interaction component that is in interaction. And there's a signal, doesn't it? Because we need to notify when we enter the interaction started here. So I can just check if we are interacting. Because if so, here in the move one, or is this in? I think we just don't do anything if we are interacting. Let's go back to the idle limbo state. We'll do the same thing here. So maybe it doesn't need to be a new state. Wait. Maybe we can just be like, yeah, we just don't do anything. Ooh. Okay, so this is wrong though. If it's interacting, we want to move to idle. This is the move state. Want to move to idle. We are walking. Yeah, and then we just stop. Perfect. So we don't need a new state like I thought. We don't really need a new limbo state. We just delete this. And then we just do this. But there's a problem though. There is a big problem. This is fine for now. No, I want to discard this change. Then I want to discard this change. Dash. No, go back. Push. Here's the thing. If I attack, yeah, that's the problem. I can attack and enter the state. Because this is this doesn't consider the state that the player is in. Can interact. I need to wrap around this function. Because there should be... Because all this code is fine. The thing is that when interacting with the object, we need an extra... Because this is ignoring everything. Okay, let's do... We're gonna add a callback to this. Oh, can interact. Callback. Set can interact. Interact. That's a callback for detecting. Returns true upon new conditions. On conditions. Sure. Speed call. And here. And or interact. Callback result. Well, it's true. If is valid. We are doing this because we need an extra. So currently the interaction component just checks for nearby objects that can be interacted with. Returns true if. Okay. So yeah, returns true if no, it's so we need this because we want the player to be able to interact only during the move and idle phases, not during the attack. Or maybe not during fighting with someone else or like an enemy or something. I'm not sure how we're gonna handle that yet, but now we just want to be able to interact with, just interact with when when the player is either attacking or in the attack state or the idle state. Can is interaction component. Can interact. Limbo, attack limbo state is active, or idle limbo state is active. Set set extra conditions on whether can interact with another. Consider. So now, for example, if let me do this. I want to make it so that if I'm idle, it's should move the state. That if not, yeah, if that only I can interact when I'm moving, not when I'm idle. This should work how I think it does. So if I'm moving and I try to interact, no, this is not working how I want it to. It's not working how I want it to. Oh wait, it's true. I need to stay idle. Yeah, cool. True. Yeah, it is working how I'm trying to make it work. So if I'm moving, I'm able to interact. But if I'm idle, I just dash. Okay. Why do I move so fast though? What the hell? What the I'm moving so fast. Okay. Yeah, I only want to be able to interact when I'm when I'm moving or when I'm idle. Okay, I'm turning on follower mode on Twitch because I'm getting so many bots. Okay, turning on follower mode. Oh gosh, I don't know. I have not been keeping an eye on my YouTube stream. Okay, there's no one talking on YouTube. I forgot to update my YouTube doc. Okay, now. All right, let's add interaction component. Change. This looks good to me for now. Okay. What did it do? The initialize not. I'm gonna ignore that. Then the interaction limbo say we can ignore this. We don't need this. Yeah. Fix interaction with sign. Fix interaction handling. Pushing changes. What to do now? I was also working on this. Actually, let's test the dash really quick, because I don't know why I was moving so fast. So let's take a look at the player really quick. Something was happening. Question is, what was happening that I was moving so fast? One the player. So probably. Okay, this. I think it was the. Where's this? The athletic component. Because somehow. How much experience does it have? Okay. Okay. Oh wow, look at. Oh no. Yeah, no, the walking speed is increasing way too much. Or is it because I'm dashing? What the hell? This is way too fast. It's just levels? How much experience do I... Catch level 35. Ow. Yeah, no, this is insanely fast. No, this is way too fast, way too quick. Okay, athletic. What is happening? So when we level up, oh, see what's happening. It's because it keeps adding yeah. Keeps adding this athletic skill level. So it starts with 1, 2, 3, then it just blows up. It might be a good idea to make this constant. Speed upgrade. Make it constant. We just 5. Then we just ignore the level. Now we can inspect. Top down player area. Athletic skill. Still feels like a lot. And I saw, is this a bug? Oh no, it's really due to how slow the upgrade is, the update is. Uh, to the player. Athletic skill. Yeah, because yeah, I saw like a jump in 10, but that doesn't make sense. It was just because I was moving too fast. Yeah, even 5 is too much. Should be like just 1 maybe. And the dash cooldown can be much harder, much harder to I like this speed progression. Much slower. It does feel tiny bit faster already than the beginning. Oh yeah, tiny bit faster is not, no, way faster. So yeah, just 1. And then even lower the base walking speed. Maybe make this like, I don't know, 60. 60. Then 20. No, actually 100. I don't know, 120. Let's take this for a spin. It feels a bit slow. Way too slow. Maybe 80. 80 feels nice. Gives you a chance to explore. And then when you start moving really fast. Oh, this dash distance is just crazy. Should be far tinier. Like, I don't know, maybe 20. Is dash distance even considered? I don't think the dash distance is considered. Is this even used? This is not used when dashing. Dash, limbo state. Dash duration. Maybe the duration. And the athletic skill is not even used here. This is wrong. Yeah, this is wrong. Gosh, I'm falling asleep. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go and wrap the stream right here. I think I'm just gonna go sleep for a while. I'll continue working on this during the next stream. I need to fix the dash direction. I need to start fixing the feeling of the game a little. and also continue working on the menu. So I want to continue working on the alchemy menus, on the, what is it, the blacksmithing and enchanting. It's basically the same menu for the three of them. A little bit different to an extent, but I think the base is gonna be the same. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. We did not have people chatting today, so I'm not going to roll the credits. But for those who watched, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll see you guys next time.